We do a bunch of things in Leaders in Development, which is great. We get to have folks together for 2 weeks, which is longer than most programs. It allows us to build relationships. It allows us to explore various different areas in a curriculum and do it in a very applied way. There are a number of areas that we usually work on. One of them is really thinking about the demands of leadership itself, and we do this both conceptually and practically. We present different ways of thinking about leadership and different ways of practicing leadership. We don't speak about leaders, we speak about the act of leadership and what that actually involves. We also have sessions where we introduce different kind of tools and different ways in which you can manage, and these tools are things that you can use as individuals or in your organizations, things that relate to the art of persuasion or to negotiation or to building teams and working with coalitions, and we have those kinds of applied tool sessions. We also then have some sessions that are just about kind of what's new in development, what's at the cutting edge. We'll have folks speak about some of the most recent research on economic development and what we learned about the kinds of products that are produced in the process of growing a country and how countries change what they produce. We'll have some people speaking about things like transparency and governance and what we learn about the relationship between governance systems and development and how development moves as countries get more mature. So it's really those three areas. The one is the idea of thinking about leadership. The other one are tools for individuals and organizations. The other ones are just the cool stuff happening in development today.
It is not the same as being in a classroom where the teacher is in the front and the student is there. You're able to participate. As I said, you create your own heuristics. You're part of the learning process. So there was this level of interaction that I found really, really good. An issue would be presented, but you were asked to give your views, give your perspective on it. So that the difference has been is that it is allowed, for example, it is like being across a boardroom where each person participates.
The causes actually and the program has actually provided a platform to network and interact and immerse yourself in the ideas and ideologies of the other participants.
It surprised me the number of countries that were represented. It has surprised me the various angles that we all bring to bear on these questions.
At the end of the day, even being very, very different countries, our objective is the same: how to implement the reforms I need in our countries in a more effective way.
A lot of times when you're in your country, you think you're alone. But here you are presented with global leaders from around the world, recognizing that some of them, their histories is similar to yours. And sometimes their issues are similar to yours. So sometimes they are able to give you solutions that you would not think of, but you're also able to provide. So the peer learning has been enriching.
My thoughts about leadership and how it has shifted, that leadership is just not about being immersed in the traditional styles of leading, but it's about risk-taking. It's about pushing the boundaries.
I mean, development in and of itself is disruptive. It's changing the status quo and trying to figure out who's vested in the status quo. And leadership is about, I guess, not only trying to figure out what those pressure points are, but then pressing against them.